Hello, beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and I'm going to be doing one of two readings today. Now, you can watch them independently, and whenever you find this is the time you were meant to find it. So generally, there are no rules, but I do post twice a day. So if that interests you, please subscribe, hit that notification bell. I will say that the readings that I do twice each day are linked to each other, so the message will resonate one in the other. So the first reading will be in this card here, the Knight of Swords. Later on, I will be doing this reading with the Power card. So if that interests you, please make sure to subscribe. Okay. So today is your day of magic. This week we've been talking about your power. It's a power month, it's a power week. I feel that you are really sitting squarely in what you want to do. The fear is the biggest part of this, is that the internal chatter or the internal blockages that you feel, they are dissipating. They're going away. Okay, the fear is like leaving you now. You are feeling sure of yourself. And right away when I looked at this one, I thought to myself, you are finally just, this Knight of Swords doesn't feel like somebody who is taking chances for nothing. I think this Knight of Swords is feeling very confident right now. And it's not that, usually he's the Knight of, regardless of the consequences, I'm doing it, but I don't feel that for you right now. I feel that you in your mind right now know of the consequences of life. I meant to say, I was listening to, just because I edit, and I listened to the videos of yesterday. If you were here and knew yesterday, regardless if you are young and old, I feel that your experiences help you along in your life. I had experiences very young in my life, so I felt very old very early on in my life, and everything that I perceived or saw, I felt like I had seen a lot for my age at all points in my life. So this is not pertaining to any kind of age that you are at. For certain things I feel very young, and for many things I still feel, I don't know, wise beyond my years is what I've been called, but for only certain things, okay? I think that might be true for everybody. What I see with this Knight of Swords, as I look at him, I feel like this bird soaring. I feel that you're heading to that Fool location. You know, the one where he is like off a cliff, but you've got a motorcycle and you're feeling like this bird. When you take off, I feel that you know you're going to fly. And that's the most wonderful thing in the world. It's not a maybe I will attempt to fly. It is a definite, yeah, I know I've got this. Absolutely. You've got this this bow and arrow thing. I know it's a different name for it. It's not a bow and arrow. This is like my husband does this, so I should know, but right now I'm drawing a blank. It's I'm just going to leave it. It's a bow and arrow. The important part is that if you look at this, I'm looking at this, you don't technically see an arrow here, okay? You just see the bow itself. I think you're the arrow, Pisces. You know exactly where you're going. You know exactly what you're doing, and you're ready for it, okay? You're totally ready. You're going, that's it. So in case you are not aware, I do days with themes, and today is your day of magic. This is the magic that's going to take you into the new space that you're going into, definitely. Okay, I feel a lot of confidence here, a lot of assuredness. Nice word, assuredness. Okay, yeah. Divine Matrix wanted to show, and I feel that you are divinely being guided. We've seen the Fool with the triangle, the Fool looking up at the triangle in the Sufi deck that I've been using this week. She looks up and there's a triangle with the 3 doves showing spirit, and you know internally that the work that you've been doing is taking you ultimately to fulfill the goals. The other thing that I wanted to mention is I was walking today, because I've started walking, which feels wonderful. It doesn't take away all my problems, but it does absolutely make me feel better. I was looking up and I saw the sun trying to push through the crowd. There was just a little crescent of sun coming through. And I thought to myself, there may be clouds, but the sun is always back there. And that message kind of hit me square in the spiritual head, is what I feel when I get messages like that, is that even though you may not always see the clarity of the sun, it is most definitely always there, very close by. Even though you can't see it with your eyes, it is shining on the other side of those clouds, brightly, okay? It's not gone. It is still there. So even though some of this stuff that you may be going through, you didn't see where it was going or how it was going to turn out, it is turning out because it's divinely guided. It's divinely set. It's a course that you are ready to go into. 4-4. I saw 444 this morning on something. I was just looking, scrolling, and I saw 4444. So that may mean something to you, or you may want to look it up and get the message that's being sent forward. Maybe you've already seen it, and this is your message to go and look at this. Do you ever wonder how synchronicities come together? These meaningful coincidences move life forward in ways we might not understand at the time. I love this. You can get trapped in the idea that the world is a place of separate parts with space in between, because the true quantum spiritual nature of reality can be confusing. Imagine that everything possible under the sun is waiting to be claimed. You're not separate from what you desire to manifest. Everything is intrinsically connected within a vast living web of life, a divine matrix. Even that which you have not yet observed as part of your life experience is still connected to you. It remains dormant until you choose it. Life operates on life's terms as well. You don't live in a vacuum, so you're surrounded by a multitude of realities that were brought to life by others. These can surely affect you if you allow them to, but as your thread, your luminous life force, your courageous dream is part of the tapestry of life. And I like the way they said courage, because the second reading today is with the strength card, number 8, power. Okay? So there you go. Isn't it amazing to know you have such power inherent in you? Yeah, and I'm not making this up. Look at the word power. And it's on this card. So there's a lot of synchronicities in my readings. Always, always. You will see evidence of the truth in this divine matrix. It is in you. What you do matters. All manner of miracles are waiting for you to lay claim to them. Ready? I would say yes, Pisces. Okay, I would say that you are definitely ready to go on that road and on that trail to find your way, to find your momentum, and to go. Okay, like these beautiful colors, and I feel like the way it's showing itself, it's like it's percolating in the fog here. It's almost like you're just getting ready. Okay. All right, so let's pick some tarot cards here and see what this has for you today. Thank you to everybody who's here, who supports me. The channel is doing much, much better these days, so I thank you for everybody who's given a little more. In other words, who watched a little more, done a little more. It's so appreciated. Everybody who's new, who has subscribed, thank you. I appreciate it. I saw the Wheel of Fortune underneath, and it has been coming in a lot this week, so just mentioning it. The Daughter of Swords. Yeah. The Page of Swords for me is always like weaving scary stuff. Like there's sometimes you make up things in your mind, and it's like, what I'm hearing from them is don't let your brain out all by itself, you know, by its lonesome. Don't let it go out all by itself, because it's going to get into trouble. And that's always the Page of Swords for me. It's somebody who has a lot of wisdom or potential for wisdom, but there's a lot of stuff coming in. In this deck, it feels different, though, because you have the Owl of Wisdom here sitting on this Sword of Clarity, and you have all of these beautiful colors coming in. Very much synchronistic with this card, okay? All of these puffs of colors. Look at this. It's all here, okay? So I feel between the Knight and the Page of Swords, you are getting a lot of hits, a lot of signals, a lot of intuitive hits to grab onto your power and do what you should with it. Things that you know you should have done, okay? It's so much better to take the power in your own hands. It's so much better to say, no, I want to do this. No, I want to explore that. And then send it off to the universe and allow it to come in an answer. And then grab hold when the answer comes in. Because I feel that the answers have been coming in, even though some of them may not be exactly what you were thinking. But it doesn't mean that you shouldn't take remnants of some of those signs and those answers and explore. That's what I mean. Don't shut the door on an idea completely because it doesn't match what you visualized. Okay? With this Daughter of Swords, it's always that question of, are you shutting down ideas before you've looked at it, before the inexperience of it shuts it down instead of exploring further? Okay? That's the difference between the Daughter of Swords and the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. The knowledge is accumulated through experience. They're young energies. So don't shut down the experience before it comes in. That is your magical type of message, I guess I would say. Fear plays a very big part in a lot of the things that we do. Fear of the unknown, fear of failure, sometimes fear of success, Pisces. Okay. So, you have the 8. You have the 8 of Swords, but it is in reverse. So, no longer being blocked. No longer feeling these swords that are going to be danger. In this case, you could almost imagine them being planted in the ground. No longer much of a danger. Okay, they're not just sitting in the air as they would be on this side. Okay? Like waiting to prick this beautiful transformation that is happening. In this case, it's just kind of, they're more stagnant than anything. They feel more like they're away from this, okay? Maybe these could be a little close. I just don't feel like there's much of a danger. I feel that you're putting that behind you now. And that's a great thing. 8 of Swords are great to make you look at certain things, to rip that mask off of not seeing, and seeing whether it's a real danger, perceived one. Daughter of Swords plays in that energy right there, okay? There's something you want to be following here, and I want you to follow it. I want you to go to it, okay? Okay. So you have, the 8 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. Gorgeous cards. Okay, I've been hearing a lot about spiders. So if you're a spider lover or you want the spider meaning, please go research that. There's something about spider in the spiritual meaning that is meaningful to you, and it is not anything bad. It is like if you're looking up and they say spider means death, it's not, has nothing to do with that, and it's not looking it up in dreams, okay? It's looking it up as what is spider in, as either a spirit animal or you have seen spiders. I will share something because now that I've seen it, my son last week, I think he got up and said that he had a big spider in his dream, and instead of being afraid of him, the spider kind of came up to him, crawled up on him, and he said, I wasn't afraid when I should have been. And he says, I noticed on my hand that I had a cut, and what happened is the spider wove a pansement, a dressing for his hand, and he was taking care of him. And I said, how beautiful, how kind, how wonderful. Like I said, it could be your spirit animal. So maybe a spider is your spirit animal, but I thought I would share with you this beautiful story. For me, spiders have not always been something that I don't generally love spiders, but I'm getting more and more interested in them, I should say. And if I had a spider like that in my dream, I'd be quite okay with it. So you have the 8, which is the 8 of Pentacles, which is a beautiful card of working really hard and diligently, okay? And you have woven this. It's not just a fly-by-night thing. You have intricately woven and worked on your design for a long time. And you know where you're going. You have the 3 of Pentacles, the beautiful mountains, the majestic, I don't know. I feel like this has always been spiritual, so seeing the mountain and the 3 of Pentacles together, it feels like as old as time, as old as mountains. Our spirituality has always been guiding your way. I'm being told that on a weekend we're going to be looking at. Let me see here. Okay, so one of my books has completely disappeared. Interesting. Okay, so I'm not meant to talk about it right now. We'll talk about it later then. Interesting. All right. So let's see. Okay, the Mother of Swords. I was just talking about that, right? And the Empress. Okay. Another 3 showing up. How beautiful. I said 4, 4, 4, but you do have a lot of 3s, but the 3s right now are reconnecting you to the important stuff, the creativity. It's a very fruitful time when you see a 3 coming in, because it's either showing you a partnership, it's showing you the truth of something, it's showing you how you can launch something, and it's showing you the creativity. It's very much of an action card. I love action cards such as these. Okay, so I found my book. I did. And what we are going to be looking is the full moon in Taurus. And yeah, I'm not surprised. I saw the Pentacles. I feel very much the earth sign here and the outdoors. And I do feel that the full moon's going to help ground us in getting focused. Now for the Taurus sign, of what I know of it is that sometimes they're seen as lazy. And they're not. The only thing is they're slow to move. But once they're moving, it's like that wheel of fortune that is going. It may be going slow, but it's unstoppable, okay? If you ever seen a bull, same thing, okay? Takes a lot of time to poke the bull, but once you've got its attention, it's like a freight train. It's very hard to stop. So this Taurus energy is coming in, and it's going to help you follow through in whatever you're doing. This follow-through is definitely the follow-through from the Daughter of Swords to the Mother of Swords. You sometimes feel like this Daughter of Swords and closing yourself down because you're feeling the inexperienced. You want to stay in the experienced. The Queen of Swords, we have been getting her a lot recently. You've been through a lot, but there's a lot you haven't been through, and that's the message I'm here to tell you. You must trust in yourself and what you've already have as experience in your life, and feel that it will pull you through, okay? Everything that you have gone through has gotten you to this point, and it is helping you propel you forward into this beautiful, fruitful time of life. All right. One more card, Pisces, and then we're going to come back later to do the reading for the power card, because we're going to look at your magic power. I love, 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 love this. This Six of Wands, victory. We also have been getting that a lot. Okay? Again, with that beautiful butterfly, we go from it being closed to being open, and with the same blue as the sword, that clear direction, that going to and getting there. You have a lot of power within you. I feel, I have to tell you, I feel like it's being contained in the physical body, but that power is shaking so much in my body that it wants to shake out of it. I feel like it cannot be confined in the physical body anymore. It needs to be released. Okay, so that is one of the other things that I'm feeling as I'm doing this. That's it for me for now, Pisces. Please make sure to subscribe if you want to see the second reading later on. I'm sending you lots of love, light, and blessings, and I will see you then.